All right, let's dive in. Today, we're tackling something that can seriously turn your digital life upside down: ransomware. We're going to break down exactly how these attacks work and, way more importantly, how you can build a digital fortress to make sure it never happens to you.
Okay, just for a second, I want you to picture this. You wake up, you go to open your laptop, and everything is locked. Not gone, but completely inaccessible. Your family photos, your work files, maybe your entire business, just sealed behind a digital wall. It's not just a tech issue, it's a deeply personal violation.
And that's really the best way to think about it. This isn't just some computer virus. It's a full-blown digital hostage crisis. And all of your personal data is the hostage.
So instead of your desktop, you see this, a ransom note. It's like something out of a movie. It demands a payment, usually in some untraceable cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, and in exchange, they promise to give you the key to unlock your own life. And there's almost always a ticking clock.
So to beat these guys, we've got to think like them. Let's flip the script and look at this whole thing from the attacker's perspective. We're going to peel back the curtain and walk through the hacker's playbook step by step.
This is the big question, right? How do they actually get in? You're probably picturing some super complex, genius-level hacking. But the reality? It's usually much, much simpler. In fact, it often starts with one single, tiny mistake.
And you can see here just how methodical it is. It all kicks off with the initial breach. This is almost always a phishing email. Something that looks like a legit invoice or a package delivery notice. You click one bad link, and that's it. They're in. Next, they set up command and control, which is basically a secret backdoor into your system. From there, they start moving silently through your network. That's lateral movement. And you know what they're looking for? Your most valuable data, and, this is key, your backups. Now, before they lock anything, they do something called data exfiltration. They actually steal copies of your most sensitive files so they can blackmail you with them later. Only when they have everything they need do they finally pull the trigger on that last step, encryption. And just like that, you're locked out of your own world.
Okay, I know that sounds pretty terrifying, but here's the thing. It is absolutely not hopeless. Not even close. So now we're going to shift gears. We've seen how they attack. Now let's talk about building our defense. It's time to build your fortress.
And this is the most important thing to remember. You are not defenseless. The whole game here isn't about finding one single magic bullet. It's about building layers of security, one on top of the other. So if an attacker manages to get past one wall, they just run smack into the next one.
So with that in mind, what do you think is your single most powerful weapon in this fight? Any guesses? The answer might not be what you think.
It's this, the 3-2-1 backup rule. Honestly, this is your secret weapon. It's super simple. Have 3 total copies of your data. Keep them on 2 different types of media, like, say, your computer's hard drive and an external drive. But here is the absolute game changer, the most important part. One copy has to be kept completely offline. Remember how I said hackers hunt for your backups? Well, if your backup drive is plugged into your computer all the time, they'll just encrypt that too. But an offline copy, they can't see it, they can't touch it. It's your ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card.
All right, our backups are like the secret escape tunnel from our fortress. Now let's talk about the main gate. If your data is the treasure, then your login credentials, your passwords, those are the keys to the kingdom. We have to lock those down. Look, in this day and age, a password by itself is basically like leaving your front door unlocked. It's just not enough. But check out the difference when you add multi-factor authentication, or MFA. That's when you need a little code from your phone or an app to log in. That one simple step stops the vast majority of hacking attempts dead in their tracks. Even if they somehow steal your password, who cares? Without that code from your phone, they are not getting in.
And here are the last few bricks for our fortress wall. These are so important, but so easy to do. First, keep your software updated. You know those annoying update notifications? Don't ignore them. They are literally patching the security holes that hackers love to sneak through. And second, and this might be the most powerful tool of all, the human firewall. That's you. Just think before you click. That initial breach we talked about, it totally relies on you being in a hurry or distracted. Being just a little bit vigilant is a superpower in this fight.
So let's pull all these threads together. The goal here isn't to become completely 100% unhackable. That's pretty much impossible. The real goal is to make yourself such a pain to deal with, such a difficult and annoying target, that the hackers just give up and move on.
You have to remember this. Ransomware isn't some random act of digital chaos. It is a business, a very profitable one. And just like any business, it follows the path of least resistance. It thrives on easy targets. So when you use that 3-2-1 rule, when you turn on MFA, when you update your software, and you just stay alert, you're not just checking boxes. You are actively making yourself a hard target. You are raising the cost and the effort for an attacker so high that they'll just shrug and go look for someone else who left their digital door wide open.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Based on everything we've just covered, take an honest look at your own digital life. Are your fortress walls strong, or is the front gate kinda swinging in the breeze? The really good news is, the choice and the power to fix it is all yours.